Okay, so are you ready for a deep dive into a story that'll really mess with your head?
I'm ready.
We're talking about the man who could not remember.
Okay.
And let me tell you, this one takes you down some seriously trippy rabbit holes. We're talking about identity, memory, and the possibility of, well, let's just say we're dealing with some unsettling duplicates.
You know what's so captivating about this kind of story?
What's that?
It's how it exposes, like, the fear of the unknown within ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like to lose your memories.
Yeah.
To question your reality.
Right.
It's almost like a primal fear we all share.
Yeah, totally. And right off the bat, we're thrown into the shoes of Lucas, who wakes up one morning and boom, the last 5 years are just gone.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Your life, your relationship, it's all a complete blank. You're practically a stranger to yourself.
A complete disconnect from your own narrative.
Right.
It's fascinating from a psychological perspective.
Yeah.
The disorientation.
Oh, yeah.
The potential for manipulation.
Ah.
It's ripe for storytelling.
Absolutely. So Lucas starts digging. He tries to piece together these missing years, but everyone he talks to just adds another layer of confusion. It's like trying to solve a puzzle, but the pieces keep changing shape.
And then comes the journal. This, to me, is where the story truly hooks you.
Oh, yeah. Talk about creepy. Lucas finds this journal.
Yeah.
And it's like staring into the mind of a stranger.
Right.
Even though it's his own handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Cryptic notes about some project, whispers about identity,
Wow.
and this phrase that kept popping up, the duplicity of existence. Gives me chills just thinking about it.
It creates such a sense of unease, of anticipation.
Yeah.
You know something is deeply wrong,
Oh, yeah.
but you're caught in the undertow of the mystery right alongside Lucas.
Totally. And that feeling only intensifies when Lucas finally uncovers the truth about this project he was involved in.
Yeah.
Get this. It was all about creating human doubles.
The ethical ramifications alone are staggering.
I know.
If you can create a perfect copy of a person,
Right.
what does that even mean for individuality?
Exactly.
Where does one person end and the duplicate begin? It's a question that has haunted philosophers and scientists for centuries.
It's almost like looking into a distorted mirror, right?
Right.
But in this case, the reflection is walking around living its own life. And that's exactly what Lucas discovers. A photo of his double, a guy named Alex, staring back at him. And it's not just a physical resemblance either. It's like someone hit copy and paste on Lucas's entire life. Friends Job,
Oh, wow.
everything. And this Alex had been living Lucas's life, making decisions on his behalf. Imagine discovering that someone has basically been scripting your life without your knowledge.
Yeah.
Kind of like a puppeteer pulling at strings you can't see.
It's a complete undermining of your reality.
Right.
Like the people you love, the experiences that have shaped you.
Yeah.
It all comes into question. This story really dives into the idea of constructed identity. How much of who we are is shaped by our own perceptions versus how others see us.
All right.
It's a bit unsettling to think about.
Totally. We rely so much on our social circles to validate our own existence. And here's Lucas, facing this terrifying possibility that his entire reality has been orchestrated by someone else. So naturally, he becomes obsessed with finding Alex, confronting this human Xerox who's been living his life.
There's this primal need for closure, for understanding.
Right.
Even if the truth is terrifying, it's like a psychological itch
Yeah.
that needs to be scratched.
And scratch it he does. Picture this. Lucas heads to this bar, a place he used to frequent in his forgotten life. But it's like stepping into a funhouse mirror version of his past. Everyone knows Alex, not him. They share jokes, reminisce about shared experiences, all while Lucas is standing right there, a ghost in his own past.
It's the ultimate nightmare scenario of the uncanny valley. You're confronted with a version of yourself that's both familiar and utterly alien. It calls into question everything you thought you knew about yourself and the people around you.
And then comes the ultimate gut punch. The face-to-face with Alex. It all goes down on a stormy night. Which, let's be real, is classic symbolism for the emotional hurricane brewing inside Lucas.
Oh, it's like the story is holding its breath, building the tension to an almost unbearable level.
Totally. And just when you think it can't get any weirder, Alex utters this chilling line. I now understand why you couldn't remember, but all of this is part of a plan. You're not the only one who's been playing this game.
Whoa. It sends chills down your spine. It's like Alex is acknowledging Lucas.
Yeah.
But only to further his own twisted agenda. The story uses this moment to shift the power dynamic. Lucas is no longer just trying to reclaim his life. He's become a pawn in someone else's game.
And not just someone, right? This is his double, someone who looks exactly like him. It's psychological warfare on a whole other level.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just when you think the manipulation can't get any deeper, Alex hits Lucas with another mind-bending statement. He claims that he's given Lucas the life he desired. The story uses this to comment on the very nature of free will. Is Lucas truly in control of his own desires? Or has he been manipulated into wanting a certain kind of life? It's a question that has terrifying implications, especially in a world where technology is increasingly able to predict and influence our choices. It's like the ultimate gaslighting, right? Yeah.
Making Lucas question his own memories, his own wants, his own sanity.
It's true. And that's where this story really gets under your skin, you know?
Yeah.
It's not just about identity theft. It's about this insidious manipulation, you know?
Right.
That makes you question the very foundation of who you are. It reminds me of that quote, I think it was Voltaire,
Okay.
who said, "Doubt is not a pleasant condition, but certainty is absurd."
Yeah.
This story throws you right into that space of doubt.
It forces you to confront a very uncomfortable truth. How much of our reality is actually self-constructed and how much is shaped by external forces?
Oh, totally.
The people we interact with, the information we consume, they all contribute to our understanding of ourselves. But what happens when those influences become manipulative? That's the terrifying question at the heart of this story. Right. It's like, how do you even begin to untangle yourself from that web of doubt?
Exactly.
If someone is so convincingly living your life, claiming to know you better than you know yourself, it makes you question your own sanity. It's like a hall of mirrors, and you're not sure which reflection is the real you.
And that's where the story leaves Lucas, suspended in this state of uncertainty. Did he actually desire the life that Alex claims to have given him?
Right.
Or is that just another layer of manipulation? It's a question without an easy answer, and I think that's what makes the ending so powerful. It's not a neat resolution. It's an open wound, a lingering question that stays with you long after you finish the story.
Totally. And it makes you wonder, if you were in Lucas's shoes, what would you even want the outcome to be? Would you try to reclaim the life that was stolen from you? Or would you question everything, wondering if that life was ever truly yours to begin with?
It's a chilling thought experiment, and it speaks to the very essence of what it means to be human. The constant struggle for agency, for authenticity, in a world that often tries to define us for us.
Absolutely. And I think that's why stories like The Man Who Could Not Remember resonate so deeply with us. They tap into these fundamental anxieties about identity, about reality, and about the terrifying possibility that we may not be as in control of our own lives as we think we are.
It's a reminder that our understanding of ourselves is an ongoing process. It's one that can be easily manipulated if we're not careful.
So the next time you find yourself questioning your memories, your desires, or even your own reflection, remember Lucas. Remember the unsettling possibility of the man who could not remember. And maybe, just maybe, it'll make you hold on to your own reality a little bit tighter. Until next time, keep exploring those shadows, keep asking those tough questions, and most importantly, keep your eyes wide open.